Well, as many of you know, I've been building flea circuses now for almost 20 years, and I've hit a little bit of a milestone today. So I finally put together my 100th flea circus, and this is the first flea circus that I ever built for myself. So it has a completely different design philosophy. I can't think of a way to explain it to you, so I'm going to show it to you. Okay, so are you ready to see the impossible? Here I have a flea piano and I have a flea board. Two fleas are seated at the flea board. Now there are musical instruments that you can play without touching them. One is called a theremin. If you haven't ever heard of it before, go ahead and look it up. It's a very strange thing. But in trying to think of how a flea could honestly, a real flea duet, a real flea solo for you, play a keyboard, I came up with much the same idea. Behind the fleas, I have a transmitter, which transmits an electrical signal, which goes through the wire to the collar of the flea. It does not hurt the flea. The flea is only moderately electrified. When he moves his hands, I have a receiving bar, which is laid across the keyboard, and I'll get close-ups of these for you. When his hands move just above that bar, it creates a signal, and that creates a sampled piano sound from the piano. So the fleas really play the piano keyboard. If you don't believe me, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it for you here before we get to our main feature. And if I were to touch the antenna and then touch spots on the keyboard, even I can play a flea piano. And underneath the board, I'll let you in on the secret. Here is the circuit that I came up with in order to accomplish this. So I have an oscillator. This light comes off and on whenever the flea's feet are being sampled by the circuit. So I keep him generally on the beat, but I don't mess with his groove, I don't mess with his swing. He's got a wide area on either side of the beat when he can touch the piano keyboard. Below that, I have a little oscillator which triggers our sampled sounds, which are all stored on this chip. We have a small built-in speaker so that we can hear him when he's just practicing, and then I've got a jack here so we can plug him in to a full-sized amplifier. Now I know they don't like being turned sideways, but I think they're ready to play for you. So I would like to present, for the first time ever, I think, the first honest duet, a musical duet between the fleas and me.